Hey guys, and welcome to Tuesday Tips. Here's your host, Lemuel Patterson. Your topic today: secondary dominance. You have 3 minutes. Your time starts now. What is a secondary dominant? According to the Berkeley Book of Jazz Harmony, secondary dominants are chords that create an expectation of resolution down a fifth to a diatonic target. Simply put, it's a dominant before a dominant. Let's explain further. The degrees of a major scale can be directly linked to its scientific names. Note well that the major scale has 8 notes. For example, number 1 is called the tonic, 2, supertonic, 3, mediant, 4, subdominant, 5, dominant, which we're going to get into today, 6, submediant, 7, leading tone, and the 8 is the octave. So clearly we can see that the fifth chord in a major scale is a dominant. Let's stick with the C major scale as an example. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. Now, if we were to do our chords for each note, the G chord will become G, B, D, and F, which we called G dominant 7. Now, normally speaking, that G dominant 7 resolves to its tonic, which is C major. Let's take a listen to that movement. Okay. Let's consider a progression of 1, 6, 2, and 5 in the key of C major. So the 1 is C, E, G, the 6 is A, C, E, the 2 is D, F, A, and the 5, G, B, D, and F. Let's take a listen to this progression. Now, let's take a look at the relationships between these notes. The second note is D, and the fifth note is G. Now, looking at my G major scale, I will get D as my fifth note or dominant note, and G as my first note or tonic note. Note well, G is also serving its purpose in the C major scale as a dominant note. So is it possible to have D dominant 7 going to G dominant 7 in our progression? The answer is yes. This is what is called a dominant before a dominant, or as we call it, secondary dominance. Now, are you changing the key of the progression? Some would say yes, some will say no. For me, I will tell you it's how you look at it. D dominant 7 consists of D, F sharp, A, and C. But in the key of C major, F sharp is nowhere to be found. But it's just a chord in the progression that leads us to the tonic. Now, let's just do some more exploring. The progression now reads C to A minor, to D7, to G7, and to C. Now, I am certain that if we check the scale of D major, we will get the fifth note as A. So, can we change the A minor chord to an A dominant 7th chord? The answer is yes. Let's hear how this sounds. And there we have it, folks, part 1 of secondary dominance. Stay tuned for the next episode where we continue our topic, secondary dominance.